What is going on, guys? Nathan here with a Payday 2 gameplay commentary. I have not done one of these videos in quite a while, mostly because I have set aside this game ever since about December of last year, 2013. So I kind of, took a couple month break, logged on again just to see what was up with the game, and I was pleasantly surprised to find a few changes to the game that really did improve it. And that's kind of what this video is about. I just want to talk about the things that I noticed that make it better, and still some improvements that can be made. Now, by the way, I am sick at the moment, so if my voice sounds weird or deeper than usual, then that would be the reason why. And yeah, so I will be rocking, I believe, the M1014 or whatever it's called, the sniper rifle, which I was actually surprised to find that it did come with an automatic mode. I don't know if that was actually implemented from the beginning of the game, but I never knew that you could switch to automatic with that rifle, so that is friggin' awesome. And I am also rocking the revolver for this mission. So we will start out here. The first thing that I have noticed about this game that I really liked was that it seems that the graphics have been updated. Now, I am running on a new graphics card from what I was running on when I played the majority of my Payday 2 experience, which was the GTX 670, but I have noticed new effects like right now you can actually see the chrome on my revolver is really shiny and has kind of like a chrome look about it, which to me, that was never that shiny before. It never reflected light like that. So I don't know, it's kind of something like that. Also the Moscani dual barrel, I don't know how do you actually pronounce a two-barrel shotgun, the official term for it, but either way, the wood on that looks like it has been varnished, and it reflects light, and it just looks really good. So I don't know if that's just been a graphical update, or if it's because on my new graphics card, I must have the settings yanked up farther than I usually do. I'm running on a GTX 770 now, but I did notice one extra option on my 770 is that I do have like an Alienware, some sort of effects option that I have that I didn't have before, so it might be that, I don't even know, but either way, the graphics have been updated, really liking it so far, and that's that. Number two that I noticed, sorry, just bumped my mic, is that Payday 2 now has a better variety of dialogue, which it desperately needed, to be quite honest. After grinding from like level 80 to level 100 and just hearing the same phrases over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, it needed a better variety of people to say stuff. And I think that's maybe one of the underrated aspects of a video game is like fresh dialogue. Like I know TF2, for example, just got new dialogue, and it's just kind of something that's like you hear for the first time, and you're like, oh, that's kind of cool, just something new, something breath of fresh air, if you will, for the game. So Payday 2 definitely needed it, and I'm glad it got better dialogue. Number three. So, I'm not sure about the DLC missions because I haven't bought the DLC for this game, but this mission that I'm playing on, which is quote-unquote new, I don't know how new it is compared to, well, to me it's new. Anyway, this is my second time playing this mission, but it might have been released as soon as I left Payday 2, I don't even know, but this is Go Bank, and what I like about this is that it is a little bit different from all of the other missions, in that it is more than just the drill into a vault, take the money, and leave type of mission that most missions are. At least, well, the normal missions. Obviously, there are stealth missions like Framing Frame, where it's kind of the same deal, but a little bit different. But anyway, this mission, while it does have the whole drill into the vault, take the money type of aspect, I do like how the mission finishes off with sort of like a maze run while you're shooting cops on the way, and to me that was just kind of really nice to just take a break from just basically shooting people and hoping to stay alive to all of a sudden now you're in this maze, you're trying to find your way all the while, well, trying to stay alive basically with your teammates. So I don't know, it's just one of those another one of those breath of fresh air type of things. It's just a little bit better to have some variety in the missions, and I wish that the missions that are mostly in Payday 2 now have better like variety than that this Go Bang mission has. I don't know if I'm kind of explaining myself clearly here, but I don't know, like, to me it's just most of the missions are just kind of gun out or defend the vault and just keep shooting cops, whereas this one, I don't know, just a little bit different. Number 4, I like how Payday 2 has introduced replayability factors. Basically, I don't know the technical term. I think it's something along the lines of infamy, where you can basically prestige like you do in Call of Duty, and you get extra perks. I don't know exactly what is reset, but if it's anything like Call of Duty, I'm sure you lose all of your guns and stuff like that, and start over with $0 and have to buy all your guns back and level your way up to 100 again. But I saw that there were many options for putting quote-unquote prestige tokens that you can buy stuff with, so I'm guessing you can prestige multiple times, and getting to level 100 every single time is absolutely, like, that is super long. So for those of you who like Payday 2 and really want to just keep on playing the game and still have, you know, something to grind out, then that is a good update for you. Number 5, I like how they introduced more weapons into the game. It was bound to happen, and it did. And they also included a weird melee weapon. Like, now you have your fists versus the butt of your gun. And I guess if you buy the DLC, you can have knives, which maybe do more damage. I'm not entirely sure on that, but I thought that was just kind of cool, you know, add in a new sort of weapon. It is kind of that whole DLC, not really microtransaction, but like, oh, you have to pay to get these knives. But either way, I don't know, it's just something different. I just like the fact that they introduced melee into the equation at all, because sometimes melee can be really useful, especially if you're out of ammo and you really need to hold out. You just keep mashing the melee button. So if you have something that allows you to melee with more damage, then more power to you. And that's about everything that I noticed in Payday 2 that has changed pretty drastically. There are a couple of improvements that I would like to see implemented by the time, you know, the next Payday is released, or in the next Payday, and that is that voice chat still needs indicators for who is talking. If you hear a random voice, then there is no way to identify that voice and, you know, identify who is talking unless you ask the person, which I think is ridiculous. Like, that is something that would be so simple to code in, and I cannot believe that nobody has thought of that so far. But I would also like, you know, in a perfect world, I'd like a better voice chat codec, but I don't know how easy that would be to patch in, because, you know, it's voice codecs tend to stick with the generation that they were released. For example, TF2 does not have the best voice chat codec, clearly, because it's from, you know, 2009 or something like that, whereas something like Black Ops 2 has a very, very good voice quality that doesn't sound like, you know, something from 2005 or 2007, and I believe this game was released around 2010. I'd have to look that up, but you know, sometimes just having voices clear is nice, but I may be different from the average person in that way, in that, like, I'm really kind of picky about microphone quality and stuff like that. But so that I don't know, that's just one of my critiques that probably can't be fixed at all. But either way, I'd still like to, you know, throw it out there, and you know. So number 2, I wish there would be more stats in this game, and I wish like the game would keep track of more aspects, such as, like, in a certain mission, or in most of your missions, like, out of everyone on your team, how many cops did you kill? Like, what percentage of the cops killed were yours? Like, how many shots did you fire? How much ammo was used? And, like, your, like, headshot accuracy, stuff like that. Like, that's just something that I'm more curious about, because something I really go for in missions is accuracy. And I think you can look up profile accuracy, not entirely sure on that, but sometimes it's nice for games to have really in-depth stats, and it's just nice to check out from time to time. But I don't know how hard that would be to patch in once again, but that's just something, you know, something nitpicky that doesn't have to be implemented. Like, it's not serious, but it's just something that would be nice, kind of nice. And here I'm just going to town on these bulldozers. We really cut it close on that one. We managed to kill these dozers and then get these guys up. But that is really all of the improvements I think I have for this game. Everything else seems to be pretty good. I mean, really, overall, Payday 2 is a fantastic game. I wish there would be more missions that are just free within the game that you don't have to pay for, because, you know, DLC to me is something that I rarely partake in, but you know, I guess that's where they get you if you want to pay for more variety within the game. Or I mean, if you want more variety within the game, then you have to pay for it. But anyway, that will pretty much wrap up this commentary, guys. Thank you all for watching. As always, if you could leave a rating on the video, it is always appreciated, and feel free to subscribe if you enjoy my content, and I will see you all later.
They've really opened the valve. The van can't wait forever. You need to book it now. Wolf is down. Hoxton is in custody. We're in deep here. We got a shield. Shield! Snipers are inbound. Shield's dead. Oh, help no. Shield! Fight! Shield down! This goddamn place is a maze. Ready now. This is right. That's the exit. Just a few more steps to clean clothes and a hot bath.
Reminds me of that last gig, only sexier.